wow.
Oh my god.
Oh wow. Oh wow. I don't know why I just wanted to do Jennifer Coolidge today, but I guess that's what we're going with. So, hello, house guests, and welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy, say something gay. Gay, and we are getting it done today. We got coffee. We're getting it done because something got to get done because nothing's getting done in the Big Brother house about any of the issues that we have going on. Party.
All right. Well, hello and hello and hello. I am Lana, your resident diva, here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Purr. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I am just drinking my normal orange sun kiss because it's that kind of day. But if I was drinking something else, I would be drinking it out of my cup.
I got it.
Cup mug. That ain't even cup mug. But I'm not using my cup mug because I'm not. But if you want to get you a cup mug, you know what you could do? Just run right over to lanagscreation.etsy.com and get your own cup mug or your other cup merch. This is why I said this is our official site for your cup merch, period. And you can get it. And we do ship internationally, so there are no excuses, period.
Now, I have a question for the audience here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you patriotic? Because I know I am.
Wow. Wow.
Was that worth it?
Wow.
Did I tell you that was going to be the best intro I'd ever had?
Wow.
My name is Kev. And I have another cute t-shirt because David's still not here. Thanks. You're welcome. America.
Yeah. I can't.
I love how the one viewer just dropped out after I just did that.
Don't. No.
The one
anyway.
viewer, yeah.
It will be.
Oh, and I'm drinking out of this Fuzzy Taco cup and it's just water because hydration is important.
Period. It will be you, Kamori.
Well, I am back from the nether region. It was like it caught me twice. So.
Period.
Hi, my name is Kamori, or AKA Sparkling Alien. You might know me from Twitter with my outrageous tweets, and also on YouTube where I do rowing videos of Drag Race, Legendary, and also Big Brother and It's with the Stars.
Word.
Period.
It's like we come back to these Big Brother videos every week, and I'm just like, oh God, what is this house?
Mm-hmm.
Like they still haven't calmed down. Great, cool.
I mean, but see, this is the thing. If they calm down, it wouldn't be fun feeds. We love the chaos. We love the drama. We love the back and forth. Is it exhausting?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I would like a break.
I mean, but see, that's the whole thing. We can take breaks. They are in that house 24/7. They can't take the break. We can take the break and be like, you know what? I'm not watching this anymore. I'll read up on it later. So and let's be honest, we all doing that. Ain't none of us watching feeds 24/7 all day long. No, we taking some really important breaks, and we'll come back to Twitter or whatever and read about what's happening in the chaos. But I love doing that. I love coming back after so many hours of not watching it, waking up like, ooh, what happened when I was sleeping? And it's like a whole list of things, and it's back and forth. It's Jag is gonna go. No, Red is gonna go. No, America's gonna get put up. No, Mimi's up. Oh no, now we mad at Felicia. Oh, we hate Izzy. Oh no, Corey is gone.
Fucking Bowie Jane.
Fucking Bowie Jane. Cerise, we love her. We trust her with our whole heart and soul. Like, that's the whole gist of this season. It's so good. And I'm not mad at it. I love the chaos. I am here for the chaos. We've been asking for chaos for years. And baby, we are getting chaos every single time. It's not been a week that we didn't get back and forth, flip-floppy, waffling, tipsy-turvy, topsy-turvy, people getting canceled every second of the day. Like, I'm living. Oh, not that. Well, anyway, so what y'all think about this topsy-turvy, flippity-floppity, back and forth?
I mean, I am enjoying it. It just the amount of chaos, the amount of flip-flopping that has gone like for the past 5 weeks straight. It's just been like crazy and entertaining to watch, especially because like these episodes that we watch on TV are not giving anything, are not really showing the full that we see on live feeds. Like even when like actually when like this full game come like actually this full game like take down like watch live feeds, because what you're seeing on the episode is not. It's kind of like I feel like a quarter of the whole story of the
that's
season.
Generous, darling. I would say that's generous.
I
would honestly say 15% at most.
Yeah, because the amount of flip-flopping that has gone like throughout this house, and thinking we haven't went to jury.
No,
we're still in pre-jury. Let's get on. We're in pre-jury. The amount of flip-flopping that this has gone like is crazy. Like on this current artist seeing like going first to this, he's like just consider like the amount of I want this person to go home, but like actually no, I want them to go home. We should put them up. So I think this is the rest of the season, honestly.
Yeah, we're gonna briefly touch on yesterday's episode because I mean, like you said, we're really not getting an accurate edit. We're seeing the comps that we didn't get to see because they're not on feeds. And stuff that happened 3 weeks ago. We'll talk about it. So, like, we'll talk briefly about that. Most of what we want to talk about is live feed updates because we do have the veto happened. Veto meeting has happened. We know the final noms for the week. All the wild and crazy and whatever. But first, make sure to subscribe because we are putting out, there's too much content coming out very soon.
A lot.
Too much. I'm officially saying too much, but I'm excited for all of it. So, so pretty much what we didn't see on, or we saw on Sunday's episode that we hadn't seen before was the HOH. Like, that's honestly about it. And we finally get the Felicia mic dropping moments. Like, that's really it. And that's like, that happened week 1.
Right. Why is
it week 5? And we're just now talking about this Felicia situation. But regardless, our cute little HOH comp, it was the head-to-head. We thought it would be. So we were correct in thinking it was the head-to-head. But it was these cute, like, love letters. But it's, like, combinations of people that, like, maybe they were showmances or maybe they hated each other.
Right.
So, like, you had Brendan and Rachel, which I was like, oh, yay. And you had Brett and Rockstar, and I was like, oh, yay. My favorite one, though, was Turner and Jasmine.
Yeah.
It was just like, yes, thank you. But it is, so there's one letter underlined in each of the letters, or one word underlined in each of the letters that they had, and then you had to, on this image, pick one of the 3 grids that had that object in it. We've seen this kind of comp before, and it was just straight up knockout, boom, 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 and last person standing wins HOH. And by random draw, completely on their own, without being prompted by a producer. Obviously, the first 2 picks were Jared and Cameron. You're not telling me that was random. There is no bone in my body that will believe that was a random draw. Because if it was random, y'all would have produced something random, and it would have been like Mimi and Bowie Jane. Or like Felicia and Corey. Like, you can't say that like the 2 big adversaries are not like randomly drawn? No. CBS, no. Y'all can't say that, but it comes down to there's some highlights. The main ones being Izzy picking America twice for this comp, and the final three being the Fields family. Like,
I mean, it gave me flashbacks of Big Brother 23 when we did the knockout count, and the final 6 were all the cookout, and it's like either one of us win, we're good. So I kind of was like, in this moment, either one of them win, it was good. It definitely was better than last season's knockout comp because that gives me nightmares, and I don't want to think about.
Oh my god, BB Dyer Fest.
That started Dyer Fest, so that gives me nightmares, and I don't want to think about that. But 23 was like, and this one was what I compared it to. It's like, this is what was supposed to happen. They played it perfectly. I love it when a good plan comes together.
Yes. So yeah, last 3. And the way they were making it sound on feeds, I don't know if it was this way to anybody else, but it sounded like Jared like wasn't in the competition at all. Like he skated by to the final round and then said like, no, he had to take out like several people.
Yeah, they made it sound like he didn't, but then when I watched it, I was like, oh, he actually played.
Oh, well, he was the first pick, and then he played the last 2 rounds, to be fair.
Right.
So, like, he did skate by from, like, the first round where he had to compete to then where he had to take out his mom. And then lost to Izzy.
Right.
So,
won to Izzy.
Or
if you
Izzy lost.
Right.
Words are hard today, y'all. Izzy lost. And Jared is our HOH.
Yay.
Yep.
Good for you.
Is it a yay? I wouldn't say yay.
I mean,
it's a good for you.
It's a yay because Sari is safe. I don't care who wins HOH as long as Sari feels is safe. I am a Sari Fields stan. I don't care what anybody else thinks about her gameplay or what she's doing with Jared and how he played. If Sari is safe, it's a yay for me. And I know Jared is not taking out his mother this early in this game, so I'm like,
what? Yay. What do you mean?
Yay! And then, out of his own mouth, Mimi was safe too, and I am a Mimi stan as well. So I love
Mimi.
I was like, well, period. Then this week is a yay for me. This week is a yay. I don't care how you slice it or move it or dice it. It's a yay for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so it's established pretty early on that Jared is targeting Red and Cameron. Shocker. Yeah, shocker, I know. Specifically, Cameron.
Yeah.
Shocker. I know. Truly, truly shocked by this information. And he pretty much tells Red, hey, you're a pawn. Because Red and Cameron had a blowout. We'll talk about it.
And I want to get into that.
We'll talk about it. A lot of duos split up over the weekend. It's wild and crazy and whatever. But Red is like, cool, love it, wonderful. I'm a pawn, great, fabulous, love it, and wonderful. So, like,
and we quote,
Red and Cameron on the block.
Period. And that was Sunday's episode. Honestly.
That was Sunday's episode, honestly. Everything else we've either talked about in a previous episode or it was Felicia dropping her mic in, which we talked about 4 weeks ago. So we're going to move on to live feed spoilers because quite frankly, that's all we want to talk about. So if you don't want spoilers, thank you for joining us for a very quick episode today.
I don't know why you joined us if you didn't want to hear updates.
I know, right?
Honestly, at this point,
all we cover are the feeds.
Because the episodes are trash. Let's be real. The episodes are boring. Everybody who watches it say the episodes are boring. So, live feeds is coming. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Do the buttons. Hit the things. Follow us, all on the stuff. Yeah, because we're ready to talk about live feeds because we got a lot to talk about in that one. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5. Okay, Live.
5, 4,
I just did all that.
2, 1. Okay.
Level up. We got 30 seconds before they do it. Level up. All right. Third, live feed.
Yes. So we're going to go over very quickly what we know because veto has happened. Veto meeting has happened. We're going to run through that very quickly. And then we'll hit on all the different, as many of the different pieces of this weekend's craziness, shocker, that's happened. So obviously, Jared is the HOH. Red and Cameron were nominated. Our veto picks are the 3 of them, as well as America, Felicia, and Matt. I remembered this time.
Yay.
Thank you. Veto happened. Cameron won veto.
Good for you.
Good for you. Look here.
To be honest, at this point, at this point, you might have just like backdoor him at this point because him put on the block.
What they told Jared to do.
Thing is, like, I went to like, hey, Cameron, like, Cameron is not stupid. Like, he knows what's going on. Like, he knows, like, they want me out. So I'm gonna win this damn POV because I don't trust none of these bitches. Like at this point, like, you should know, like, Cameron ain't stupid. He ain't playing your game. He might act like something to jump, but we know that he ain't stupid. Like, say, like, if that was us in that situation, like, that's for real. If I know I'm on a block, I know probably everybody in the house wants me out. I'm no damn sure I better win this fucking comp or I'm out of here. So, and that was literally like with the HOH. Like, he knew, like, he wasn't trying to like risk it, not throwing that HOH because he knew if he would have threw it, he probably would have been up again, probably went home out the door. So he's doing what he's doing best for his game. He's fighting for himself. So I can't be mad at him. But it's kind of like the best thing to do was like, luckily how it sounds like I'm glad they win the PO. Like, I'm glad they get picked for the veto. So that was kind of different. Like, how I feel, you want him out this house, don't put him up. And then guess what? The goal is have 2 pawns, make sure one of y'all wins that veto one of the pawns, and then boom.
But that's what they told Jared to do. But of course, Jared does not listen because Jared wants to be his own man. Jared wants to play his own game. And you know what? You playing your own game got you full up looking like a clown because you look like a fool right now because they said Cameron can win vetoes. We just saw him win HOH. He done won stuff before.
This is his third comp win?
Fourth? Third. Third? I think it's third.
Second.
No, it's second because he didn't win the veto.
He won
second.
Yeah,
he won an HOH.
Oh yeah, HOH and then this veto. Yeah, because
Red won pressure cooker and he won.
But like,
pressure cooker and then
but Red won that other veto. But I'm just like,
I also love how the HOH right now can't even spell the word golden.
Okay,
like
please.
I am hoping and praying in every fiber of my being that next week's veto comp is a supporting your daughter competition because then Cameron will lose.
Well, I mean,
he's trying to use his daughter in this competition.
I came up with that this weekend, y'all, and I've been wanting to say it. But yes, so Cameron won the veto. Obviously, he used the veto on himself.
Of course. Even though they tried to talk him into using it on
They
Red.
tried to tell him to use the veto on Red because Red's birthday is on Thursday.
Like, he does not care. Like, at this point, like, he like where he's like him and Red are fresh is kind of like broken. How Red feels about it. Like, years in the head, like it doesn't matter. Like, there's no point. Like, I'm saying myself, like, he's gonna be all right because eventually they do plan on trying to send Jack home out the door again. So it really doesn't matter to him anyways. So it's kind of like. He would be stupid not to do that. To use a veto on Red. Now he would be stupid.
Anybody who gets a veto, wins a veto, and don't use it on themselves when they sitting on the block is stupid. That's just stupid. I don't know. I don't care how much trust you have in the house and how much your alliance say they got your back. If you are sitting on the block and you won the veto and you don't use it on yourself, you want to go home. You saying I want to go home?
Like, I don't say you can be my friend. I love you.
No, you're saying to the whole house with a neon sign on your head. I want to go home. Send me home, please.
Exactly, because like at the end of the day, we could be friends. I love you. I miss you. I at the same time, I'm putting me first.
It could be my own mama in the house.
Right. I
gotta put
like
me first.
like we got casted to win Big Brother. Like our goal and it is to win the game. So and then I put myself first. Understand that it might like betray me. I don't like understand. We're friends, but at the same time, I'm focused on me.
Like I say,
it's $750,000.
Right,
it can be my own mother sitting next to me on the block. I'm taking myself off, and then we'll work to try to get you saved, Mama. I'm sorry, but I'm not finna sit
I gotta
there.
put me first.
I gotta put me first. I mean, if I win, I'm gonna break you off a little something anyway. So be cool and calm down. Just know I gotta get me off this block. Period. Exactly. So I don't understand why that even was a thought to tell Cameron to not take himself off the block and give it to Red. Like that was the stupidest thing. That's the biggest red flag to me. If somebody came to me in a game and said, don't use it on yourself, take somebody else off the block, that's a red flag to me that you're trying to get me out. And so from this point on, I keep that information in the back of my head. I'm like, oh, you was trying to get me on that block to stay on Thursday? Oh, no, absolutely not. I don't trust you no more in this game. That trust is broken. Now, am I going to show it? No, but I'm not going to do it.
And so after many discussions and many potential replacement nominees,
oh, Jesus.
Jared did decide to put up Jag next to Red, meaning that either Jag or Red will be evicted on Thursday. For sure this time. For real.
For real. Somebody's going home.
Now, how did Jag end up on the block? You may ask, dear viewer. Because Blue and Felicia basically forced him to volunteer.
Work.
Like, so they had a what the hell is that alliance even called?
Seven Deadly Sins?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, oh, they had
that.
Yeah.
So they had a Seven Deadly Sins meeting. And basically, Blue was like, well, Jag, wouldn't it be so funny and so random if you went on the block?
What's so funny is that Jag went into the saying, I'm not going to be a pawn again.
Literally.
But I'll be a team player.
And then Felicia is like, well, he volunteered. There we go. It's Jag. And Jag is like, what do you mean? And Felicia's like, well, nope, there it is. It's done. And I'm like,
Felicia ate there. Honestly, she ate so hard.
Like, what?
I have never seen anybody just be bullied or just so passive. Not even bullied, because he wasn't even bullied. It was so passively just sat there as they told you you're going on the block. And you just sit there like, what? Huh?
It was very Candy Music.
Like,
high roll.
Like, I mean,
like inadvertently saying, oh, this is what I mean. Like,
but why would you be like, I'm gonna be like, the second you be like, oh, it's done, there it is, I'm like, no, it's not. Check the door, stop, rewind the tape, because I ain't never said I wanted to be the pawn. So therefore,
if Red is on the block and Red is the target, why don't you sit right there, Felicia?
Period. I would turn it right. Like, there's no way you finna just be like, oh, it's done.
The problem is, Jag has done nothing to help himself this week.
Nope.
Not at all.
And when Jag went up, I was like, well, Jag is gone. And we'll talk about how the house currently stands. Apparently, that's not the case. Because, shocker, Cirie Fields cannot make up her damn mind until Wednesday night. And even then, it's sometimes not Wednesday night. It's sometimes Thursday morning. Well, and also, Jag is trying to gain favor with the Seven Deadly Sins Alliance because he thinks it's real. Unfortunately for Jag, the alliance is not real in the eyes of Cirie Fields and co. So
Cirie is just with Felicia and Izzy and everybody else, and Jared, of course, and everybody else is kind of just fodder.
I'm going to say this, and I know people are going to get a little mad at me about this, and I'm going to say this in the most positive way that I possibly can. This season is starting to feel just a little bit BB19 for me. Just a hair, just a scotch. Just a tad. I'm getting those vibes because, again, we have a central figure dominating most of the gameplay, and you have a few people trying to rise up and take power. And we saw what happened in 19 when that happened. So and again, I want to say, I love Cirie Fields. So if Cirie wins this season, deserved, I'm going to love it. I'm going to be rooting for her the entire season. However, looking objectively at both gameplays so far, 5 weeks in, it's giving just a hair BB19.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Especially, I think that with back to BB19, especially when Paul came to the house, everyone, especially only thing about that thing is it was kind of rip apart. Thing is, Paul had a 3-week immunity, so he was sick for 3 weeks straight. So that would so you know what I mean. They for 3 weeks straight. So pretty much he was untouchable, unlike Cirie. But the thing is, Cirie, they had to give her anyway because they never had to give her the same thing that Paul did because Cirie, people Cirie, Cirie is someone who you want to be in the end with, or someone you want to be as a highlight in this game. And we can see that for all the stuff that she has been on for as competition shows. That people trust Cirie. People know that she's a good person and is going to rely on. So that's why everybody's kind of so attached to her, and that's how so far everyone that has went home. It's in some way that Cirie has kind of been the one main ones kind of get people out the house because of Cirie. Half of that, you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like that, which is I can see why you say it's 19 because people is kind of I'm gonna just do what Cirie wants, and it's working for her.
It is working.
It's not like Cirie. It's not like Paul. Paul's kind of like an asshole of himself, and it's kind of showing out. And definitely when it comes to that, but
it's very much like Cirie's the beloved of the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody knows Cirie.
Yeah.
Everybody knows she's competed 15 million times on Survivor. They know she knows how to play the game. So they are going to try to protect her at all costs. And she is doing all of this without a single win, too, which is kind of mother of her. The way that she's fully and individual people will come to her with information.
Yeah.
Matt decided to trust Cirie just because it's Cirie. It honestly worked.
And Matt's a recruit. We know Matt's a recruit. But for him to have enough forethought to be Cirie is the person I want to trust speaks to Cirie's ability. Cirie being one of the best social strategic players of all time.
Well, we got to back it up a little bit because Matt didn't just come to Cirie just for the sake of coming to Cirie, but this is also on Cirie's game plan. Matt came to Cirie because Riley told Matt he needs to trust Cirie because Cirie made sure Riley trusted her on her way out the door. She knew she was going home, but she made sure before she left, she got in that last little bit of mothering, naturing kind of, girl, you okay? I got you. I'm trying to help you. I'm helping as best as I can. Yeah. Oh, it slipped from my hands. And Riley was like, oh, I know you did the best you could. And so Riley took her number one aside and said, trust Cirie. Yeah. Trust Cirie. That's good gameplay by Cirie. Now, Matt, who was apparently very much in love with Riley in this moment, I don't know what it is. He's just obsessed. Still is. He is like, Riley's word is bond. Riley said, I trust Cirie. I trust Cirie to the fullest. And now Cirie has also pulled in Matt even further where because now she's doing the things that Riley was doing. She lets him in on all the gameplay. She tells him everything. She includes him in the things. And Cirie picks that up like, this boy just wants somebody he just wants to feel included. This man just wants to know what's going on. And if he feels like he's in the know and he feels like he's helping with the plans, he trusts you. He's loyal to you.
Fiercely loyal.
He will be fiercely loyal. He is like a golden retriever. If he feels good with you, he is going to be loyal to you to the fault. And so Cirie made that bond with him even tighter. Where now he's like, oh, I got a power too, Sari, by the way, just to let you know, I got this power and da da da.
It's like,
So
Mom, I got the ball. I got the ball.
I got the
Mom,
ball.
I'll
Right.
give you the ball.
I get it. I got it. I got it for
It's
you.
very
In the
Matt.
best way.
In the
We're
best
saying this in the
way.
best way. Like, I love Matt.
I'm obsessed with Matt.
I enjoy Matt, but I'm like, that's all Cerie's social game is doing. Like you said, she ain't won a thing. She ain't been close to winning anything. But every HOH just feel like it's been her HOH. Everything that she wanted to happen, happened. And that is
Until her child wanted to play his own game.
he is such a liability, but she is never going to see that because that is her child. And I understand that. And that is that mother bear instinct. She's never going to see that until it's too late.
I forgot to mention something from the episode. Something that's like really, really important and the ultimate reason why Jag is on the block now.
Okay.
Because in the episode we saw obviously we found out Matt actually had told Jag the morning of the eviction, obviously after feeds went down, so we didn't see it. But Matt told Jag that he used the power on him. So Jag knew he was going to be saved going into the eviction. Unfortunately, at that time, he still thought he had the votes to stay. So he was like, okay, cool. And then it ultimately ended up helping him out tenfold. Matt obviously told Sari about it. Sari told Jared about it because obviously. And Jared, being an idiot, told Jag.
It off like he did.
Jared told Jag. So then Jag went back to Sari and was like, you didn't say anything? And she's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. So Jag goes back to Jared. Jared is now pissed at Jag because Jared got caught in his own foolishness and bullshit. And that's why Jag's on the block. In addition to the 7 deadly sins thing.
I love how Jared was like, my thought process is that I'm going to tell Jag this extremely important piece of information so that he feels grateful to me.
After the fact, when he knows that the only people that know are Matt, who had the power, and his mother.
Right.
But then gets mad at Jag because of what he did was like because he fucked up. I'm like, make it make sense. You did it, so why are you being mad at him? You the one who runs your mouth.
Because he has a god complex and nothing he does is wrong.
And your mother told you, be quiet. Don't say this to anyone. This stays between us. I feel like if he doesn't stop, he's going to be the downfall of him and Sari.
I mean, he's already doing that. He's
already
doing that. Talking so much, telling Blue, I have my mom is in this game. What? Why would you even that statement should never come out of your mouth to anybody. To anybody. I don't care who it is. I don't care who you sticking your little thing in. Nobody should ever know this. Like, this is the secret we came into this house with. It should be a secret until it's revealed on their way out the door, or until we get to the final 3 and we look at that person in the eye and say, I'm sorry, but you going, because unless they want HOH. So it should never be that. And you're an idiot for doing that. Even his comments to that, Blue even made a mention, like, because Jag and Blue had a conversation and Jag was like, we need to maybe get Jared in or maybe Sari. And Blue was like, I don't know, because Jared's proximity to the other side scares me. Now, she didn't come right out and say his mama in the house, but she was just like, his proximity to the other side is kind of scary. And so Jag is like, oh, okay, well, but then he turned around, but I trust Sari. I'm like, okay. Okay.
Also, sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, I was going to say, and Jag doesn't know how to stop talking. That's his problem. And that's why he's back on the block, because he does not know how to stop talking. He had a week where he could have just laid low, rebuild some trust with people, rebuild some relationships with people, and just let the cards fall where they may and like fall off of him. But because he's so obsessed with this vote, why did I get 10 votes? Why did this happen? Why did this happen? And what happened with the Riley vote? Why are we talking about Riley in 5 weeks of the game? She been gone since week 2 or 3. Why are we still talking about her? And he's just like, I mean, I just want sit in the room and be quiet. Enjoy the people, make relationships, but you playing so hard. And I felt somebody on Twitter said, it's above me now. Like, I want to root for Jag. I want to root for Jag. I want him to stay. I want him to play this game. But he is not giving us any reason to root for him anymore. Like, no reason. It's very interesting. But go ahead, Kev. I'm sorry. I'm done.
No. You're fine. But to add on to that, I remember I could have interpreted this wrong from the meeting they had because I was kind of watching it in the background. But when they were having their 7 Deadly Sins meeting, they were talking about putting Jag up on the block because he's the least likely to hurt America, who's the shield for the group. Like, they talked a lot about America being a shield. Do I not remember that? Like, specifically because, like, America had a lot of...
You're right.
No, because the biggest difficulty with that, because at that moment in time that you're talking about, it was one of the moments where they liked America. Going back and forth on whether they like America or whether they hate America is like a damn light switch.
I mean, like, us too, but like for the country, not the person.
Facts are facts. The person and the
America has a problem.
I did not.
America has a problem.
That's not your fault, but ooh.
I was like, America.
We have a problem.
There we go. America, we have a problem.
We have a problem.
America, we have a problem.
It's Corey.
Ugh.
Okay, so in the midst of all of this, we also have Red and Cameron splitting because it got out how misogynistic they're both being towards America.
Mm-hmm.
And now they hate each other. I still don't really even understand the full extent of the whole thing, if I'm being honest. But they don't like each other now.
Mm.
So that's happening. Sari is starting to turn on Felicia because Felicia talks too much.
No, let me tell you, it was so funny. No, this is like, I mean, they were in the kitchen. So it was like, yeah, Jack gotta go. Da, 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 da. She left. And it's just like, this is Sari and Izzy. Oh my God. This woman is crazy. And this is Izzy. I know. Like, I was like, it's like, oh my God, this woman is crazy. Just like, I know, like, oh, is this gonna be an issue? Like, but back where, like, with America, that America had to kind of like fought like twice to make sure her name, make sure she didn't get put as a rep was like crazy to me. It was just like crazy, but she had to go all through that twice.
Oh my God. And then, oh God, there was a moment where Sari, Izzy, and Felicia are having a conversation. And it was one of the moments where they like America. And they're like having a conversation and America's saying something about like Cam having to go, like basically telling Sari and Izzy exactly what they wanted to hear. And Sari, without missing a beat, turns to Izzy and goes, yeah, I don't want her to go up on the block. In front of America. Saying she doesn't want America. And America's like, wait, what do you mean? I didn't know I was still an option.
They're getting very comfortable and very sloppy with their game. Between Sari doing that, Felicia is just like, they're getting very cocky and comfortable, and that is going to be their downfall very soon, because Felicia was just like, she had went on a rampage at some point about she wanted America to go because America and Corey don't go to sleep, and she's tired of them. They don't go to bed on time. The lights don't go out. And she mentioned something in front of America. About, I'm sorry. My microphone just nuts.
You're good.
Anyway. So they, she mentioned something in front of America about she might go up. And Mimi was like, you can't say that. And Felicia was like, why? Like, you can't tell people that they might go up. And she was like, well, I mean, she might. And I was like, oh my God. Like, she's getting very comfortable. And for me, I'm like, as much as I like that side or some of those people, I feel like we need some people need a reality check and a wake up call. So I would love to see Felicia put on the block again and like be in some serious trouble where she feel like she has to campaign and she has to go back to those people who she was just like, I mean, you might you might have to go and have to go back and eat some crow and campaign a little bit. But I mean, I'm not saying I want Felicia to go because absolutely not. But I think she needs a little bit of a humbling, a little humble, because as of right now, she felt like she's been in good waters with Heisen being on the HOH. Then she was HOH. Then even when Cameron was HOH, now that Jared is HOH, she had nobody was even looking at her.
Yeah.
That's why I want America to win HOH.
I was gonna say I want America to win HOH. I want maximum panic, and I want Cirie and Felicia, or maybe not next week.
It's probably the side of jury.
I was gonna say week 1 of jury. I want America to win HOH. I want max chaos. I want Cirie and Felicia on the block, and I want the house to explode.
Oh my God!
I kind of want Izzy and Felicia on the block.
Some combination of Izzy, Cirie, and Felicia. I would love to see.
That would be the day of drama. Like I want to see Jared just have a full on like rage. It's not just going off, and then like Felicia being like, "What the fuck?" Izzy having a moment, like the whole house, and then Corey just sitting there cute.
I don't know who I want to see spiral the most out of Cirie, Felicia, and Izzy on the block. Honestly, like
I want an Izzy spiral and I want a Felicia spiral. I will take a Cirie spiral because Cirie spirals are gonna be so fun to watch.
I know that's why I'm saying I want Cirie and Felicia.
But I still don't want Cirie and Felicia. I still want Izzy. I still want Izzy Felicia with a Cirie backdoor possibly playing if that happens because Cirie still stays. Cirie still stays.
Yeah. I mean,
but Cirie still stays. But I want a Izzy meltdown and a Felicia like I want to see Felicia go all my 63-year-old auntie grandmama fit. Like I want to see the black woman old lady fit happen on national TV. I want it to be televised. I want y'all to see what we see in our households when our mamas lose their goddamn mind. And Felicia will give me that. I am sure of it. I want to see it. I
know she'll be like, so you gonna nom me, but not nominate fucking Bowie Jane? Like, how could you?
Fucking Bowie Jane.
I was gonna say, I want to see Bowie Jane do something. Like, hashtag Bowie Jane do something.
I want Bowie Jane to win HOH and put up if Bowie wins HOH next week and puts up like Cameron and Felicia, I would scream.
What would happen? We have no clue because
complete pandemonium. Panic would happen.
I know that she likes Matt because she beat Matt at pool. That's the only thing I know about.
I think she still will put up America and Corey though.
I think so.
I think Bowie Jane will put up with America, Corey.
I'm just sorry, bro. Like with the whole age thing, it's kind of like that was kind of like not that serious. I feel like if you would say you were 45, like they would have been like. It wouldn't hurt at all because plus you're with the older group anyways.
I was gonna say this is not the house to lie about being 45.
Right.
Everybody knows she's lying.
Yeah.
I remember they was doing a hair I remember Cirie was doing braids of that. She was like, so you have a little gray strand right there. But yeah, like
yeah.
It's like you had to do all that. Like you're with the older group anyway at the house. So it's kinda like but she want to hold this thing down to the end, so I'm just let her go. And then my girl Mimi, for sure. Yeah. My girl Mimi is at a good place right now. I feel like Mimi's gonna be like just sailing through, and then right when it's important to win that HOH or that POB, she's gonna come in and blaze. And then I feel like make to the end. I see her maybe like top 4 for sure.
She could. I think it would be really interesting if she just like floated through, and she's playing a very good floater game. I'm not going to say coasting because she is making sure to be safe at every possible junction. I would love to see her win the double HOH. I would love to see what would just go through her mind in that moment. Just like, where do the nongs go? What happens? I would love to see that. But
go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm fully shifting the conversation. So.
Oh yes, yeah. With me, I was like, far as cons, like she's been like consistently strong in cons. Like we could see it, like pressure cooker, and this like the other con, like she actually
running in her heels on night one.
Like she wants to win these cops so bad. She's kind of like she's not just like just sitting here pretty. Like she's actually trying to put in the work, actually do something to help her game in the future. So that's my girl.
I just want to see more Mimi in the storage room being done with people rants.
The math.
That was so
hate mathing. Like, why? Why are you crying? Why?
I'm just obsessed with her. Like, she's so iconic.
That would so be me. Like, because Mimi is like, I can't let these folks see me lose it. But baby, I want to lose it. So she go in that storage room and just talk to herself. And she battle out everything she got to say. This is not right. Why are they doing this? This don't make no sense to me. I don't understand why are you crying? Because that don't make no sense for you to be crying. But then why is she talking to me like that? And I love that. I think that is the best way to vent out all your frustrations, get out all your things, and then go walk out of there and be like, hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Hey,
how y'all doing? We good. Yeah. And because we get so frustrated and it shows on your face. I think Mimi is a person where it shows on her face how frustrated she is. So she needs to get that moment to walk in that storage room and be like, okay, get it out. Okay, I'm good. Ooh, hey y'all back. I just went to get some fruit. I was hungry and I was looking for some of those. So
did Mr. B still not deliver our season song?
Right, he didn't deliver the season song. Like you really go in there, and I love that for her.
Did they get their condoms yet?
Right. Did we reload on the condoms?
Did we restock the condoms yet? And I'm just trying to make sure I'm not doing anything like that. But
I mean, I'm married.
Make sure
as Mimi say, I'm married.
So.
No. Bro, when Felicia was going around looking for the condoms last week, that sent me.
That's actually why they had condoms in the house.
Well, they always have condoms in the house.
Ever since I think it was 21.
No, I think it's been before then. They've had condoms in the house.
Was it Brendan and Rachel?
I don't know.
I think they've had condoms in the house since season remember Amanda and oh boy.
3.
4.
4.
Then they've had condoms since 4.
I just know because I know that like they have like some people having sex on live feeds before, so it has happened. So
that's what they've had.
I mean, it literally almost happened last night.
It's been happening.
I don't care. Like, I don't care if I was in love with somebody in the house. I'm not doing that if I know Kim's on 24/7. Like, I'm not letting my family sit on national television. Like, I can't do that. No,
it'd be so difficult for us homosexuals to do it in the house. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. No, thank you, ma'am.
I mean, they don't provide it where y'all homosexuals can have 2 people in the house where y'all could do it.
I had a conversation about that last night.
I really hope they do in the future. Like, it's. I don't care if it's 2 girls, like something different. Like,
I want a queer showmance. Finally,
I'm tired of these straight showmances. Like, I'm
tired of showmance period. I don't want to see a queer showmance. I don't want to see a homosexual showmance. I don't want to see no showmance. I want people to go in and play the goddamn game and just play the game. I'm sick of showmance in general. I don't want to see nobody showmance. But if you are going to do it, if you go, CBS, first of all, Garner is not going to get away with the showman. She loves a showman. But if you're going to do a showman, I don't care that you want to do a showman. And if you want to have sex in the house, do you, boo-boo. But don't do it in the public place, in the lounge area where we all sit at. Don't do it there. Go in the HOH shower, get your life. Ain't no cameras in there. You ain't got to worry about getting caught up. You ain't got to do none of that. At least the people in 21, was it 21? All them in that HOH shower. At least they were smart enough doing a shower. Ever since then, people done got lazy. They done went into the have-not room on pool floaties, on the lounge area.
That one singular pool floaty.
That one that dang food floaty was just violated for life. I just violated for life. It's just 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
I'm
That
just
was
still
2 times.
thinking about it, like them still sitting on that couch with all
That's
the stuff that where all the stuff went down.
That's what I'm like. That just grosses me out every time I see somebody
was
sitting
like,
up there.
what made you want to do it right there? Like, out of all places, did you want to keep it like closed, like in like an actual like room by yourself, but like in an
You
open
ain't go in
area
the
where people
bedroom.
sit at, like by
Like
the
someone's
pool
just trying to go
table?
eat their cereal and then they see that.
I mean, like for real, like even in the bedroom, like because we saw people have like Jack and what not Jack, what's that? The other racist dude on the other show.
Jack.
Him and Holly.
Jackson.
Yeah, but
and
they call
Holly
it-
was
they
in the
had people's names
bedroom,
and
but they
nicknames.
were, but like at least they were in that open bedroom, but they were like the lights was out, nobody saw, even though people knew what they was doing. But at least they in the bedroom. Don't be, and I don't have to sit on your bed. Like I don't have to come in that room and sit on your bed. But the lounge area where we sit up there playing bumper pool and shit, absolutely not.
No,
Absolutely not. But yeah.
nasty.
And then you went HOH to next week. You couldn't wait till next week.
Literally.
You couldn't wait to HOH next week and go in that shower and have all your life.
He like my mama gonna smell it and probably gonna go off on me. Oh Lord, like I can't.
To change the topic very suddenly and dramatically. We were talking about fucking Bowie Jane earlier, so I'm now introducing a new segment called "What the fuck is Bowie Jane doing?" Name is a work
in progress.
Cue the sound bite.
Yeah, eventually there'll be a soundbite. I need to put it in.
Isn't fucking Bowie Jane a soundbite?
This is not loud enough.
It's not loud enough.
Right.
But currently, what the fuck is Bowie Jane doing? Well, this morning she asked Big Brother for some strawberries. And she suggested the Trader Joe's just up the road, and they're only $5.
Okay.
And that's what the fuck Bowie Jane is doing. I do also. I'm just gonna pull the most random Bowie Jane moments, and it's just like, what is she doing? Asking for strawberries and suggesting Trader Joe's. Like, no. I do also love. We got a little.
Bowie Jane. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Lana is not amused by you today.
What is so done with me? Why is that funny?
I don't know. It is though. And then I do love that we have our moments with our morning moments with Mama Felicia. Where this morning she asked for more what was it? Seasoning pepper for the meat that they're making today. She told the camera that, we don't know how to make a decision and stick with it. So she's going to see how the day plays out. And she did ask Mr. B for another box of cake mix and frosting. Ideally 3, but she'll take 2. So,
yep.
I would love to be the food runner for Big Brother. Like, I think that would just be so fun.
I would want to be it because I would love to do it because I'd be like, y'all, we have to get what the people want.
Literally.
You can't just get the random stuff, like they ain't eating this fish, or this house has been eating the fish, but like
this house literally had salmon for lunch today. Like,
right. This house has been eating the fish, and I think this is the first time a house actually eats the fish.
And you want to know why? Because you have 2 black women in the house over 50 to cook. That's honestly what it is.
That really is what it is.
Plus red. You can't
red can cook. Yeah, red can cook.
Okay.
For now.
This is so off topic though. But Logan, I would need you as my personal chef if I ever went to Big Brother, because I need that breakfast burrito again.
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
let me tell you, Logan makes a mean breakfast burrito. Like,
I sure do.
What we were saying like a couple of months ago. Ooh, girl.
Oh, that would be 100% my strategy. Is like, hi, I cook. Don't worry. Like, y'all clean up. I'll do the cooking. Thank you.
Y'all kids eliminate me because you'll have no good food in the house.
Oh, if I'm on the block on Thursday, I'd be like, y'all want to eat next week? Keep me in the house. Like,
Y'all want to have your lean cuisine for the rest of the century? No, ma'am.
Y'all want to have bland, unseasoned chicken for the rest of the summer? Vote me out then. And what?
All hell will. Sorry. I was trying to say all hell will let loose, and it didn't really work the way I wanted it to.
That's good. So, okay.
Yeah, and that's the reason why a lot of people are not trying to go after Felicia or Sari right now, or even now they're going for Red, but like even Red can cook. Like Red is throwing down in that kitchen. I'm like, oh my god.
Red made homemade potato chips today.
Yeah. Red is throwing down in that kitchen. I personally wouldn't be trying to get rid of Red. I'm getting rid of all the folks who can't cook, so I don't have to be the only one cooking. So I'll be like, you can go, Miss America. You can go, Corey. Y'all little young 21s, 25. I don't know how to cook. Okay, bye. You can go. But like, because I agree with you, Logan. I want to be the food runner for Big Brother because I'd be like, okay, I know how to shop for these people. You read the room. I'm like, okay, it's 2 older black women in this house. You gonna need some seasoning sauce.
You buy every single seasoning that store has to offer.
The good ones.
These women.
The good ones. The good seasoning.
Do not be giving them no great value generic seasoning salt. It got to be Lowry's. It has to be Lowry's.
I was gonna say you get all the good ones from there, and then you go to Whole Foods and you get the glass bottles of all of the individual spices because it's what they deserve.
Mm-hmm.
And some Lay's because we will never forget the Lay's.
Never forget with the Lay's.
With the Lay's.
With the Lay's, you got to get all the good stuff, and then you got to make sure, like, listen to what they saying. Like, we don't drink all this milk, so we only need a couple of,
Only Jag does.
Only Jag does. Jag drinks the milk. He can't leave.
Wow.
And if he does leave, then you can cut down on the milk. You don't have to buy so many gallons of milk. Because ain't nobody go drink it.
Well, they started using it. They started using it more for their slop too,
which they should because
I love the slop recipes they've been coming up with this season. There was a whole morning I was watching. It was I was when America and Red and I forget I think it was Matt that week when they were have-nots.
Yes,
and Red just like came up with this thing where basically they made slop taste like cereal milk. Oh,
did not mean to do that.
Girl, thank you.
My background the way Comorian was.
Oh.
Well, then don't change the layout.
I wasn't trying to.
I'll show you after. But they made slop basically taste like cereal milk, and I'm like, absolutely, sign me up for that. Thank you. Like that sounds fantastic.
If I can use butter and sugar and milk.
If I can use condiments, baby, I'm good.
I'm good. I will make sure the slot works for me. I will make
because I'm just gonna treat it like
oatmeal.
This is not a good comparison, but I'm gonna treat it like grits and be like, I'm just gonna put my stuff in. It's not as good.
I treat it like oatmeal for real.
Not you.
But anyway, I don't know what else because
not the collective. The collective sigh at the same time. That's how we feel about this house. So
I mean, and because they still back and forth. We went from Jag to now it's Red to possibly back to Jag at some point. I don't know.
Pretty much, Sari is telling Matt that they're keeping Jag, and the understanding is that they're not keeping Jag, and they're keeping Matt in the dark, which makes no sense to me. I get it because Matt and Jag are so close. But if you're trying to keep Matt in as a number, why are you not telling him now?
Why haven't you learned from the Red situation?
Exactly.
But when do they tell Matt? If they tell Matt now,
tomorrow.
I mean, I'm about to say they don't have to tell him right now, but I would tell him eventually and be like, look, it's going the other way. Because if you tell Matt now, he's going to campaign super hard for Jag, and don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear you going around because the same thing he did with Riley, he'll do with Jag. And I'm sorry, Matt. Unfortunately, you have already declared that Jag is your day one, and so since you put that out there, he can't stay because your day one is no longer good for my game in Cerie's world. I need you close to me. So therefore, I can't have your day one here because if it ever came down to Jag and Sari, she knows he's picking Jag. She needs him loyal to him. So I understand why they won't tell him right away. I don't know if they tell him to what's tomorrow? 2 Wednesday? No, I don't even know if they tell him tomorrow. I feel like they might need to tell him Wednesday.
Sari and Izzy said they're not going to tell him until Thursday morning.
I mean, that might be best.
Just like I think them not looping Matt in sooner is going to be incredibly detrimental for them. Because Matt, like we were talking about earlier, Matt is fiercely loyal. Matt is going to be the person that you want on your side to win these comps. We saw he can win. We saw it happen.
Yeah.
Mind you, it was a comp with 4 people, but still, we know he can win something. So, I don't know. Yeah, there was a lot of talk today, like even before the POV ceremony. There was some talk about like I think America still being like the replacement nom, but it wasn't. So that's pretty much where we're at. As of this current moment, Jag will be evicted on Thursday again. And this time he'll probably go home for real.
For real. Mm-hmm.
For real. And yeah. Any other final thoughts right now from our beautiful, lovely panel?
I mean, it's like we kind of not the American.
Sorry, I'm obsessed with it.
I love it.
I mean, I'm not surprised that Jazz probably going to go home again for good this time. I mean, he didn't really even try hard to kind of try to save himself, put him kind of in the best possible spot in this game. So, but unfortunately, you know, he did the best he could. He fought long and hard. He fought long and hard enough. Unfortunately, it just didn't go the way he planned it. Unfortunately, he was on the wrong side of the house. So, I think he just got to just live and die with his L and just go with it. You know, I'm glad that, you know, we had some representation for his culture, for his background. So I appreciate that for him being there for his culture and background. But unfortunately, when it comes to game, unfortunately, it's just not enough. Again, it's just not good enough to kind of least. I think his game is not that good to kind of like keep him enough at least like a couple more weeks. So unfortunately, it's just his time, sadly. Yeah. And then unfortunately for me, the third person from my group to be evicted a pre-juror, I have Kirsten gone. She was first out. Isom announced for to be him, and then I have bum ass juror on my team. So
I'm so sorry.
It's just crazy, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, we will be back Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern. The vote will have probably flipped at least 4 times between now and then. Izzy will probably have had another complete meltdown. Maybe Red and Cameron will actually get into a fist fight, and then they both get removed from the house. That would be best case scenario. But we will be back Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern to talk about the probable vote flips that have happened and what we know going into the eviction. And then we'll be back on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern to talk about the eviction, the new HOH, our final week before jury, presumably, and all of that. So if you enjoyed us talking about Big Brother, first of all, thank you so much for joining. Subscribe on your way out. Hit all the buttons except for the dislike. And if you hit the dislike, hit it twice.
It's engagement.
It's engagement. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Cut Pod for all of your most up-to-date Cut news and our funny moments, because we are some funny bitches. And while you're down there in the description, get your merch. It's down there too. Link in the description. And also, while you're down there, you can follow the 4 of us because we do fun stuff on social media sometimes, except only 3 of us are active currently.
That was shade.
Ooh.
It sure was.
Ooh.
Sorry that I'm taking a mental health break.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Act a fool, girl. Act a fool.
You know what? Maybe we did. Cheers.
God bless America.
from way outside the Big Brother house, we've been the Cup. Expect the unexpected. Good night, house guests.